I've already spent over $4,000 on repair bills for this car, and I still don't trust it. My Honda CR-V has an electrical problem that keeps coming back. All the dashboard warning lights suddenly come on. The car dies, and sometimes it won't even start. I fix it, it works for a while, and then it happens again. This has been going on for months. Not once, 3 times. And one of the moments that really changed things for me happened the second time. I was sitting at a stoplight when all the dashboard lights came on again. Thankfully, the car didn't die that time. But I drove straight home because I didn't want to risk being stranded. And honestly, that was the moment everything changed for me. Because after that, I realized I wasn't changing my driving. I was changing my life around the car. I stopped driving at night. I put off running errands. I started thinking about whether a trip really was worth the risk. I actually bought one of those portable battery jump starter things and kept it in the car. Not because the battery was bad, the battery was brand new. But sometimes jumping the car would reset the warning lights and it would start again. And looking back, that probably should have told me something. Every time I left the house, especially at night, part of me was wondering, what if this thing won't start again? What if I get stranded somewhere alone? And that uncertainty is exhausting, which has pushed me into a decision I really wasn't planning to make this soon in retirement. Do I keep repairing it or replace it? And the way I'm thinking about that decision now is very different than when I was working, especially because I'm single and retired. Reliability matters more now. And what makes this harder is that the car only has 90,000 miles on it. I bought the CR-V brand new in 2017. My original plan was to drive it until the wheels fell off. So part of me keeps thinking it shouldn't be time yet. That's part of what's throwing me. In my mind, this car should have had years left. But once trust is gone, you start thinking differently. The repair bills are one thing, but constantly wondering whether your car is going to leave you stranded, that wears on you too. And what surprised me most is how emotional this decision feels. 10 years ago, I probably would have replaced it and moved on without thinking much about it. But now large purchases feel different, even when you can afford them. And I think that's why I've had to slow this decision way down, because I always assumed the financially responsible answer was simple. Buy used, pay cash, keep it practical. That felt like the obvious, smart choice. Having debt in retirement feels risky, and younger me probably would have laughed at the idea of financing a car after I stopped working. But now I'm looking at this completely differently, because the cheapest decision isn't always the one that feels safest. And that's the shift I'm wrestling with. One part of me thinks, just repair it again. Another part of me thinks, how many times do I want to repeat this cycle? Because even if I repair it again, how do I know it won't be right back here 6 months from now? By this point, I had already decided one thing. I am done repairing it. Now the question becomes, how do I replace it without creating a new kind of stress? And this is where it got more complicated than I expected. Because my first instinct was still buy used. Keep it simple. But then I found out something that completely changed my thinking. Because the option I assumed I'd choose isn't actually the one I'm leaning towards. When I started looking, the used SUVs that fit my criteria, just 50,000 miles or less, were only a couple $1,000s less than the new models at the dealership. And the SUVs I'm considering are around $25,000. I'm mainly looking at another Honda CR-V or a Subaru Crosstrek. And honestly, this surprised me because when I went into this assuming I'd buy used, but when the savings got that small and the warranty started feeling more valuable, I found myself thinking differently. Because at that point, it's not just about getting the cheapest option anymore. A brand new SUV comes with a warranty, And after everything that's happened with my Honda, that feels really reassuring. In some cases, the new ones even come with things like free oil changes. So now I'm comparing two options that are much closer than I expected. One is slightly cheaper, the other gives me more predictability. And right now, predictability matters. Then I ran into something else I didn't expect, and it completely changed how I'm thinking about this. Again, right now I'm seeing new car financing around 1%. And at the same time, my CDs are earning close to 4%. So now this becomes a very different kind of decision. I could pay cash and just be done with it. No payment, no debt, no monthly obligation. And emotionally, that feels really good. But it also means pulling a large amount out all at once, money that's currently earning, or I could finance at a very low rate and keep that money where it is. Let it continue earning more than I'm paying in interest. And on paper, that actually looks like the better move. But retirement isn't always about making the mathematically perfect decision. Sometimes it's about creating a life that feels calmer. A payment around $350 a month isn't what scares me. It's deciding whether I want another monthly obligation. I worked hard to build a retirement that feels peaceful. And lately, this car has been taking away some of that peace. Paying cash is simple. It's done. It's behind me. Financing gives me more flexibility, but it adds a monthly payment. So there isn't a clean, obvious answer. It's a trade-off either way. And that's really what this decision has become. Not what's the smartest financial move. They both work. But what helps me feel calmer going forward. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to replace the car. I just don't want to keep living this cycle of dread every time I drive it. I'm realizing I may not just be buying a car, I may be buying peace of mind. Maybe that's worth more to me now than squeezing another year out of this car. Retirement changes what you value. And I think that's what this decision is really showing me. So I'd love to know, would you keep repairing it and hope it holds? Or would you go used, even if the savings are small? Or would you go for the new reliability and take advantage of the low financing? Because I don't think this is really about the car. I think it's about deciding what's worth paying for and what isn't. For me, I think I'm ready to stop worrying every time I turn the key. Electrical problems just don't go away.